That is correct. You are looking at a mango tree, my mango tree to be exact. So, you know, I fooled around with mangoes a little bit. I have one at my house that I kind of abused for many years in Lafayette in a not so good spot. And I actually got a couple little fruit on it, but it's in such a protected spot that I figured that was the only place it could survive. But that is not true. What I have found is that these things are actually tougher than I thought because they're starting to pop up, here, there, and everywhere. And here I am at my house in Winters, which is north of Vacaville. It's on the backside of the Napa Mountains by Lake Berryessa, right along Putaw Creek. And you can look that up on a map, but it gets extremely hot here and extremely dry. And my research has told me that mangoes can handle that. Avocados, they don't like it here so much. They get a little burned out. They're cloud forest plants from Mesoamerica. But the mango, he can handle it. They're actually growing these things commercially down in the Coachella Valley where it's even more hot and more dry than here. So what do I have to say about this tree? This tree, the tree I have in Lafayette, kind of has grown kind of slow. It's probably my fault. But this tree is growing like an absolute weed. It doesn't know that it doesn't belong here. Don't you know you don't belong here? What are you doing? You're thriving. What's wrong with you? It didn't get the directive that it's not supposed to grow here. Anyway, let's look at it. So the difference is this is a seedling tree. There's no graft point here. You can see. And so what I've also found, and it makes a lot of sense because all plants kind of behave like this, that seedlings grow much faster and with much more vigor than does anything that's grafted, because you've kind of like messed up the whole system of the plant when you graft it. But I planted this thing like 3 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. I have some photos on my website showing it as a little wee plant. And it is growing so fast. It's growing like, I'd say 7 feet in 3 years. And you can see it just won't stop. Look at this. This growth just is continuous. And it hasn't flowered just yet, but I expect it to very, very soon. And so what I'm doing here is I put it in this protected spot. It's on the south face over here. Now it gets so hot, you can see it even burned a mango a little bit here. That's summer scorch heat of like 115 degrees. But you see on the backside of the plant, it looks really good. But anyway, I wanted to show you, this is the tree that really gave me inspiration to really look seriously at mangoes and growing them in the Bay Area. Now, the reason this one's growing so fast, I believe, is because of the extreme heat that we get. And I think down in the Bay Area, you probably can't expect the growth that I'm getting out of this one here. Another thing we have going on at this property is we are on the foothills of the Central Valley. Central Valley is way down there. We're in zone 9, and we're in a pretty beneficial spot. So I would expect further down in the valley, zone 8, it wouldn't do so well. But in areas that are up like we are in these hills, I'm at 220-foot elevation, you have a good chance. And also, if you utilize your microclimate, you see this thing gets sun all day long from all directions. And it has the house here to kind of protect it a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, so now we're going to go big with mangoes, and we're going to see what we can get away with. So that is my mango right there.